My name is Ryan from Amador Valley High School. Right here, I've completed my first milestone for the gesture-controlled robot, and I chose the gesture-controlled robot as my main project because I always played with RC cars as a kid, and I thought it'd be really cool to make one myself and also try and implement a new control method for the car. Um, so just to give a basic rundown, we have a Arduino Uno here, we have an H-bridge controller here, and we have batteries here, and we have 4 DC motors here that are connected to wheels. If I give a quick demo, all the wheels are turning, so they're correctly hooked up. Now to explain, I'll start with the H-bridge here. We have these 2 motors hooked up to the terminals on this side of the H-bridge and these 2 motors hooked up to the terminal on this side of the H-bridge. They correspond to the ports here that connect to designated ports on the Arduino Uno. And in the software, you can set those ports with a high or low voltage because I'm using a digital signal, and that allows the motors to turn depending on the orientation of the signal you send. And for power, right here, there's a 12 volt and a ground on the H bridge. I've connected VIN and ground on the Arduino to that on the H bridge, and I've also connected the ground and power from the battery bank to the 12 volt and the ground on the H bridge, and that allows this entire system to be powered, both the boards and all the motors combined. Some of the challenges I faced getting to this milestone was first this little enable pin right here. It was not correctly seated when I started working on it, so everything I was doing, it wasn't working. When I found out that the enable pin was not correctly oriented, I fixed it and that solved the problem, but a lot of unnecessary troubleshooting that, that could have been preventable if I had simply looked more closely at the board. And another thing was the battery pack here. It didn't have enough voltage to power the system, so only 3 of the 4 wheels would turn on. Every time I tried to connect the 4th wheel up, the entire system would stop. That's due to the voltage regulator on the Arduino, right? So the way I fixed it was by putting fresh batteries in. Again, not really, I spent time troubleshooting why it wasn't working. I should have also spent some time trying to figure out what other factors might not be enabling the system to perform as it should be. And I currently look forward to adding more control methods for the car, so it can go left, right, forwards and backwards, stop and coast, and then so it can also be connected to a Bluetooth module that will enable me to connect it with the glove for my 3rd milestone of the project.